during your presentation, you brought up USP 665.
Okay.
Tell us why this is so important for people to understand and how it might affect the single-use technology industry.
Okay. So the reason it's become really important is because, again, we were talking about sort of concerns about extractables. There's been a lot of industry debate on how to perform extractables testing for different components, and for a very long time there's been a disproportionate amount of information being generated by various suppliers, and they've been, you know, all over the place. So there has been industry consensus protocols that have been published. However, these have been focused towards the end users, and with single-use technologies, there's not been any real regulatory guidance around those single-use technologies, the components and things. And a lot of the guidance that we use in the single-use paradigm are based on using regulations that are used for container closure systems, which are used to store the final drug product, and also maybe for packaging, so it's used to package the drug product. So these plastics are in contact with the fluids for a lot longer periods of time than a process equipment, plastic being used in the process equipment. And then also we've borrowed some of the regulations from the medical device industry as well. So actually having USP 665, this will be the first regulatory guidance that's really specific to plastics being used in a manufacturing environment. And so it's going to be a really powerful document for the industry when it's finally published.
Do we know anything about the timeline?
At the moment, it's going through a third revision, a third round of consultation, because there's been so much debate within the industry about, you know, particularly some of the solvents and some of the time points. But, you know, with USP 665, they're trying to set an acceptable level of testing. They're not wanting to produce anything that's going to be so onerous to the industry that they're not going to be able to keep up with. They want something that's going to be risk-based and scientific-based, a risk-based and scientific-based approach. And so these are some of the reasons why it's taking so long, because they're trying to make sure that they cover kind of an 80-20 philosophy, so that, you know, it covers a range of different processes, a range of different component types, and it covers a range of risk assessment types. And then it doesn't preclude you know, end users from doing additional testing. There's nothing in the guidance that says don't do any more. It just sets that baseline standard. And I think that's really important for the industry at the moment in order for it to grow further and advance.